Morning, 3D. Today, let's have a thoughtful Thursday. Let's look at our Zoom schedule first. Today, remember it's a Zoom B schedule. We have PE 10 to 10:20. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to see Mr. Casal again because we have our next step for our publishing of our fantasy stories. Okay, so we're going to have Tech with Mr. Casal at 11. And then after that, we're going to celebrate Emma's summer birthday. So please bring a joke, and we'll have 5 people that will share. And then we'll talk for a bit, and then I probably will have a few people stay behind for extra help or anything that they need. So please be prepared that that might be you, especially if you don't have your fantasy story ready. I will definitely see you after Emma's birthday. Okay, so the library broadcast is at 2:30. Mrs. Sorensen will read a book to you. Summer birthdays, we're going to celebrate Emma's today, and then Isaac will celebrate yours tomorrow, and Ian on Monday. Okay, so we're ready to publish our books and our trailers. So if you finished your fantasy book story, you're ready. If you wrote your fantasy script, you're ready. And your fantasy story should be in your writing Google Doc, in your writing folder, in a Google Doc in your fantasy book. No screenshots, nothing. It has to be typed in your Google Doc in order to do the next step. Okay, so those are the 2 things you need to do, and then you're ready for this step. Please save the writing piece for after Zoom. Mr. Casal is going to go over with us, and then these directions will help solidify exactly what we need to do. Okay, so a handful of you already started your Adobe Spark videos. If I approved your script, then you can start the video, but you have to share your you have to share your script with me first to get approval before you can start the video. Okay, so if you got that approval, you can share your video when you're done. And then this is very, very lengthy. I'm not going to go over it right now because Mr. Casal will go over that over a Zoom and we'll really go over it. And I think after he goes over it, then you can watch it even closely and understand it. But the long story in short, you are going to post your trailer from Adobe Spark Video and your fantasy story from your Google Docs onto a Padlet that will be for all of 3rd grade to see. And that's how we're going to publish. Okay, so Miss Luciano really goes over that. And this document right here, I'll click on it, explains all those steps. Mr. Casal did that. And it's really long. There's a lot of directions here. So we know that. So that's why we're going to go over it today. Okay, but this is the document that you will need. Once you download your fantasy story as a PDF after a Zoom, you're also going to download your trailer Spark video once I approve it also. And the big part here is we need to get your Spark video onto YouTube. So what Mr. Casal did is he has this folder right here, okay, and you're going to drag, there's nothing in here because we didn't do it yet, but you're going to drag your Spark video once I approve it into this folder, and then Mr. Casal is going to make them all into YouTube videos. Now this might sound so complicated, and that's okay. I just wanted to sort of give you an understanding what these links are, and then Mr. Casal will go over it during Zoom, and then we'll go over it again, and I think a lot of you will understand the steps. The video that Miss Luciano does is very detailed, so you'll be able to pause and do all the steps that are needed. Okay, today is a reading book club day, bingo day. All right, so remember there's no template. Just go to Seesaw and pick a board that you haven't done. I'm excited to see what board you're going to pick. Today is capital K. Remember, you have your handwriting workbooks sent home to you, so just do it right there. This is just the tutorial how to form the letter K, but you can complete workbook page 98, take a picture, and put it inside your June e-learning slideshow. Today we're starting Manhattan, okay? The city, as many call it. So this is the last borough of New York City that we're going to visit today, tomorrow, and Monday. We will finish all of New York City. So this video mainly focuses on the southern tip of Manhattan. You will also see some fascinating pictures connecting downtown New York from the past to the present day. So enjoy, and at the end, you're going to enjoy some virtual tours of Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty. You're going to need to click around and really explore. When you're on Ellis Island, I actually want to show you a little bit on that. Okay, this virtual tour, you just would click on it. Okay, and here's the site plan. So this is all of Ellis Island here, and then there's information on the top right here that gives you some information. Now down here are all the different things that you can look at and click. So if you click down here, show thumbnails, okay, right down there, on the left all the thumbnails will pop up. And if you click on the first one, let's just say, let's do maybe here, let's see if we can go there. Okay, so here is the Great Hall main building at Ellis Island, and then they give you some information about what is the Great Hall. Okay, here's the next slide here. Okay, and they give you a different, it says looking across at the hospital complex, and then they talk about what the hospital complex is right over here that you can talk about. And it also shows you on the map here where you are for all of the, for the whole Ellis Island. It's really, really amazing. So click around, just you have to make sure you click on the thumbnails here to get that. Here, I just clicked on it, says curved passageway, and it tells you this is the hospital administration building. And if you go inside, click on it, if there's a picture, they'll give you information about back in the day. This picture's from 1935, so it'll give you more information. So you do need to click around and look at some icons. I see something up here, and here it tells you it's the attic administration building. All right, so definitely click around, and you can also change the view. I just held my mouse down and clicked on it, and then anytime you see a picture like that, it'll give you more information. Okay, and you can see I'm right here on Ellis Island in the lower right here, the map. Okay, so click around on different parts. What's cool here too, these video cameras right here for like a 2-minute video, you could press play and learn more about the historic main hospital. There's another video here that you can fly through a 3D, just see the whole national monument of Ellis Island. So I think the more you click around, the more you will see. Okay, so same thing with the Statue of Liberty. The virtual tour is really cool, and because of the coronavirus, I'm going to click right here, they were able to really go in the inside of the Statue of Liberty and really show us a lot of different things. So here's the interior, the exterior, and here's the museum. So look at those and see where you want to go. And here it's showing us that we're in the torch right here. So like when you look over here, we're in the exterior. And then it gives you some information about the torch. All right, now when you click on here, now you have, here's the torch, the interior of the torch. Okay, here's the ladder. I mean, there's so many amazing pictures. So really enjoy this and take your time. It's just incredible. These are pictures that so many people have not seen, and this guy who did it, he's on CBS if you want to look him up to see the man who took all the pictures for inside the Statue of Liberty. It would be really interesting. But then you can go on the exterior, okay, and you can see the view from there. And again, you can turn the camera around and look around. And then inside the museum, there's 2 thumbnails. And don't forget to read about it so you know a little bit about it and watch where you are on the map. So it's really great. Have fun. I'm not going to continue doing the tour. You're going to spend some time yourself. And then there's a seesaw activity on Manhattan for you, waiting for you to complete. And you're used to the format. It's what did you learn, what were you surprised, and what kind of questions you have. So keep up the good work. You guys have really done a nice job with this and using details from the slides. And then on Epic, I made a collection of New York City books that I assigned to you. So just click on the mailbox and that will pop up for you. The slides that I talk off of in the video are also here and in your social studies folder. So check that out. Here's an optional resource. If you're really interested in the New Amsterdam stories, here's a link for you to learn more about the history. Okay, Mrs. Mengen does a lesson classifying quadrilaterals, so watch the whole video. I think it's about 13 minutes. And as we continue our geometry journey, you'll be thinking about parallel lines and the type of polygon, the quadrilateral. So listen closely to the lesson to learn about how to classify, which is a fancy word for organize, quadrilaterals, and practice your new learning today through BrainPop Junior. So you're going to watch the lesson, then you're going to go to BrainPop Junior. Don't forget to sign in through using the G Suite, okay, on a Heathcote Gateway. Complete the assignment on the quadrilaterals. That's watch the video, and you can complete one quiz or two quizzes. It's up to you. I assigned both. And then this is a fun activity for you just to color a robot, okay? It's also on BrainPop, but you could just print it here. And here's the key: color all the squares red, the rectangles blue, the trapezoid yellow, the circles green, and triangle purple. And then you have your robot. Just something fun for you to do. Okay, so let's see. All right, so that is your BrainPop information. So that's it for today. So by the end of today, boys and girls, you need your fantasy book club. You're reading still for 30 minutes a day. Complete your bingo board activity. Include your book title and board number. A lot of you are still forgetting your book title. So please, please, on Seesaw, tell us what book you're reading. Not everyone knows the books everyone is reading. Post it to Seesaw. You're writing. You're going to watch Mrs. Luciano's tutorial very carefully after Zoom, and you will need to pause the video many times along the way to do the steps. You're going to publish your fantasy story and trailer on the 3rd grade Padlet today. Okay, the story and the trailer. So this is going to take some time. And if you don't get it today, it's okay. I can work with you on Friday if you really are struggling with it. But I think after today's lesson and after the video, I think most of you would do it. The only people who are going to be in a little bit of a pickle are the ones who didn't do all their assignments with their fantasy and script work. Okay, because we're coming to the end, boys and girls. We are done next week, so we're publishing all next week. Okay, and celebrating. So math, you're going to watch the tutorial on quadrilateral, your BrainPop Junior video, watch it. You can complete 1 quiz, 2 quiz, color your robot. And if you haven't gotten your 100% fluency in reflex, boys and girls, push yourself. There's only 1 week left. There's still some of you who need to finish that, so push yourself to do that. Social studies, watch my video on Manhattan. Click on the links, Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, and there's also a New York City video. That's on top. Complete the Seesaw activity on Manhattan. And cursive, capital K today, upload to June e-learning. So back to here, these are the 3 links that you need to do today with the Seesaw activity. Okay, boys and girls, I can't wait to see you at 11. I hope you had a great wellness day. I can't wait to hear about it.